Well, good evening to all pro wrestling fans from all around the world of all shapes and sizes. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, just wanted to get on here and give a quick review. I know this was kind of sort of at the last minute because I originally forgot all about this show, but I was able to catch it in time and get through it, so I wanted to get on here and review it. But I wanted to review Pro Wrestling Noah Star Navigation Premium 2025. It took place March 22nd. This was at Corcoran Hall, and had a good number of matches, including a handful of championship matches. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me get my set of graphics up and we'll do this. All right. Let's get started with the first match. Okay, here's the complete card. Want to go to the lower right. We're going to start at the lower right here. The show started off with a tag match. Team number one, we had Kazuyuki Fujita and Daiki Odashima, and they took on the team of Knull and Bryce Hansen. So, really interesting thing about Knull is apparently from Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, as they were doing the introductions, Stuart Fulton was like, Knull's from Charlotte, North Carolina. I was just like, oh, snap. So that immediately got my attention. Big brother from Charlotte. Let's go. Of course, being a fellow North Carolinian. I'm a big fan of my North Carolinian wrestlers. Come on now. Anyway, this was a pretty dang on good match. For this being the opener, this was actually a good match. It lasted 11 minutes, 57 seconds, so almost 12 minutes. And I felt like Knull and Bryce Hansen were showcased pretty well. I felt like they put up a good fight against Fujita and Odashima. Really liked what I saw out of Knull. And, I love the exchanges between him and Kazuyuki Fujita. But yeah, this was actually a good match. I enjoyed it from start to finish. Really didn't have any complaints. I liked how they showcased Knull and Bryce Hansen, so really don't have any complaints. Kazuyuki Fujita gets the victory for his team. A submission victory, was able to submit Bryce Hansen with a Boston Crab. But good opening match. Really good opening match. Like I said, I had no complaints. Alright, let's go to our next match. Okay, we want to shift over to the lower left as we had a showdown between All Rebellion and Team 2000X. So, representing All Rebellion, we had Kaito, Kiyomiya, Galeno, Harutoki, and Kai Fujimura. And they took on Team 2000X, Jack Morris, Daga, Tadasuke, and Owadasan. Had quite the showdown here. Definitely these two stables pretty familiar with each other. But this match also lasted almost 12 minutes. This was 11 minutes, 51 seconds. Pretty solid back and forth between both teams. Galeno definitely stood very tall in this match, especially as the big boy of All Rebellion. But this was a very action-packed match. Really, both factions looked strong in this match. Shout out to Galeno, big dude doing the Tope con Hilo spot. Dude can fly. Big dude can fly. But it was a pretty enjoyable match. When it was all said and done, Kaito Kiyomiya ended up pinning Daga, hitting him with the Shining Lancer, and pinned him for the 1-2-3. All Rebellion gets the last laugh as they pick up the victory over Team 2000X. But overall, great match. Great match. Alrighty, let's go to the next match. Check it out. Alright, so move up one and go to this right side section here. So we had another trios match. We had the team of Passion RATEL'S, Manabu Soya, and Yuto Kikuchi, and X was revealed to be Saxon Huxley. That's right, the returning Saxon Huxley. And I think it's safe to say he's joined Passion RATEL'S. He was having on matching ring attire, very similar to Manabu Soya. So I'm thinking he's part of the stable now. So we'll see. But they ended up taking on the trio of Naomichi Marufuji, Kenoh, and Hajime Ohara. Pretty decent match, but it was just good to see Saxon Huxley back in Pro Wrestling Noah. Of course, originally knew of him from way back in NXT UK, but it was good to see him again. Great back and forth match. Didn't last as long as the previous two matches. Only went 9 minutes, 44 seconds, so didn't quite hit that 10-minute mark. But, you know, it was still a pretty decent match. Unfortunately, Hajime Ohara ended up eating the pin as Saxon Huxley hit a thunderous choke bomb on Hajime Ohara and then pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. And hey, in his return, Saxon Huxley picks up the victory for his team. So, hey, I'm just glad to see he's back. Dude is a beast. So yeah, that was good. That was real good. All right. Let's keep it going with our next match. All right, move over one to the left side, right over here. So, this was actually a GHC National Championship Tournament first round match. This is for the vacant GHC National Championship. This first round matchup was between Takashi Sugiura and Team 2000X's Tetsuya Endo. This was actually kind of a short match. This was actually the shortest match on the card. This only lasted right at 6 minutes. And, I mean, it wasn't really anything special. But, of course, there were shenanigans from Team 2000X. And, of course, Tetsuya Endo was able to take advantage and also using the ref as a distraction as well, and was able to not only kick Takashi Sugiura low blow style, but also give another finishing low blow before rolling him up for the 3 count. And just like that, Tetsuya Endo advances in the GHC National Championship Tournament. So, honestly, kind of a bleh match, but yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, we want to go up here, right side again. Had a singles match between KENTA and Ulka Sasaki. Now, the match lasted 11 minutes and 22 seconds, but I wish it was a little longer. Just a little longer, because I like both guys, and, you know, both have, you know, quite a martial arts background. And I just really would have loved to have seen a little bit more. Just a little bit more in this match, just if it was a little longer, but it's all cool. It's all cool. Still a pretty solid match. Definitely back and forth. Oka definitely had a really strong point in his offense, having Kenta locked up in a cross arm breaker actually for a while. Had it locked on for a while. So he definitely posed a little bit of a threat to Kenta in this match. So, hey, I was digging it. I was digging it. And I love the finish. Oka kind of had that sleeper, with the body scissors on him, and then Kenta eventually kind of reversed it into position to hit the GTS and then cover Oka for the 3 count. So, nice little ending sequence there. But Kenta picked up the victory. And, good back and forth match between him and Oka Sasaki. But, Kenta, your winner. All right, folks. Are you ready for some championship matches? We had 3 championship matches. So let's take a look. First up, we had the GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships on the line. As the champions, of course, Passionate RATEL'S Hayata and Yohei defended against this year's Noah Junior Tag League winners of Amamiya, made up of Amakusa and Junta Miyawaki. A great back and forth match between both of these teams. Definitely went well. Match was only 13 minutes 2 seconds, but I mean, yeah, it could have been longer. But I felt like the action was definitely back and forth, and there really weren't much breaks in the action with this match. So I was cool with it. I was cool with the pacing of it and just a lot of the high flying and just the switch of momentum between both teams. Really could have gone either way, but shout out to my boys, especially Amakusa, as Amamiya was able to pull off the victory. Junta Miyawaki reverses a pin attempt from Yohei into his own roll-up pin and was able to get the 3 count. And just like that, Amakusa, Junta Miyawaki have become the new GHC Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. So congratulations to them. But yeah, they were able to not only win the Noah Junior Tag League, but to capitalize on that title shot and become the new tag champs. So good stuff. Really good stuff there. Hopefully they have a good run. But yeah, great match. All right, let's go to our next title match. So, staying in the junior heavyweight division, we also had the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line, as the champion, Ita, defended against All Rebellion's Alejandro. This was a pretty decent match. I just wish it could have been longer. Really wish it could have been longer. It was only 11 minutes, 20 seconds. So, with this being the semi-main event, I really felt like it should have been at least 15 minutes. With this being the semi-main event. But, it is what it is. Pretty decent match still. Not really a whole lot of craziness happened in this match. But, I like Alejandro. I think someday he'll be junior heavyweight champion. Just not this time. Ita was able to get the victory, hit the Imperial Uno super kick on Alejandro. Was able to drop him, then pinned him for the 3 count. Ita, still your GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion. And it looks like Kai Fujimura from All Rebellion has decided to challenge Ita for a shot at the title. So, looks like Kai Fujimura is next in line. So we'll see how that goes. But Eito with the successful defense there. And then the main event of Noah Star Navigation Premium 2025 came down to up at the top left. We had the GHC Heavyweight Championship on the line as the champion, Ozawa of Team 2000X, defending against one of my faves in Noah currently, Masa Kitamiya. Big opportunity for Masa Kitamiya. A championship that hasn't been able to win yet. And I have to say, he put up an excellent fight in the main event. It was 21 minutes, 33 seconds long. And you know what? I'm not surprised that there were a lot of shenanigans. Of course, a bunch of interference from Team 2000X. I mean, even after that diving senton splash that Kitamiya hit, looked like he had sealed it, but Team 2000X swarmed into the ring to break that up after pulling out the ref after the attempted 3 count. So, but Masa Kitamiya did hold his own, even with the attacks from the rest of 2000X. But when it all came down to it, just when it's like a 5-on-1, it's hard. You don't have any help, any support. You can't really expect them to come away with the victory, even if they were able to fend off some of the interference. It's just the numbers game was too much. Ozawa did eventually hit the Phoenix Splash on Masa Kitamiya and then pinned him for the 3 count. Ozawa, still your GHC heavyweight champion. But like I said, Masa Kitamiya put up an excellent fight. Just came up short, but I mean, like I said, the numbers game got the best of him. After the match, KENTA, as Ozawa was on the mic, KENTA comes out. He wants a shot at the GHC Heavyweight Championship, a title that he's held before. But that wasn't it. Kenoh also came out. I mean, after all, Kenoh and KENTA have teamed up before. They've kind of, had a little bit of a relationship. But here's how it went down. So Ozawa wants a no DQ tag match with Kenoh and KENTA, and he has chosen Tetsuya Endo to be his partner. All KENTA and Kenoh have to do is win that no DQ tag match, and then Ozawa will grant KENTA a GHC Heavyweight Championship match. So, I believe they said that this no DQ tag match is going to happen, I think they said April 14th or something like that. Sometime in near the middle of April. And then if KENTA and Kenoh can win that match, KENTA will get his title shot. I believe they said May the 3rd or May the 4th, one of the two. But yeah. So we'll see what happens. But, I got a good feeling that KENTA and Kenoh will probably win that tag match. I'm just saying. I'm sure there'll be plenty of shenanigans and interference and all that, but I got a feeling they're going to win that tag match so that KENTA gets that shot. But we'll see what happens. Pretty decent show, like I said. I had watched all the way through the Noah Junior Tag League, so I did want to make sure that I got a chance to see Amamiya have their junior heavyweight tag title match. So, good stuff there. Anyway, that'll do it for, well, I am kind of curious to see what their next upcoming... I'm kind of curious to see what their next upcoming big shows are. I know they got a bunch of Sunny Voyage shows coming up. They got another Star Navigation show in April 14th, which I think that might end up being the tag match show. I was trying to think when they were gonna have their next big show, but it might be a while. Yeah, it might be a while. Oh well. I'll try to keep an eye out. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Let me know what y'all's thoughts were that got a chance to check out the show. It's on Wrestle Universe, so definitely check it out if you're interested. That's Noah Star Navigation Premium 2025. And let me know what your thoughts were. Let me know what you thought of the show. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell while you're at it. And thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoy the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace.